A real estate investment firm reached out to us for help in building some tooling for them. We noticed that they had no real system to track all of their invoices or finances. Everything was documented on paper and then sent over to an accountant. To understand how this business is performing, it had to always go through the accountant, which really slowed down planning. This is why the business loved the idea of having a digital track system fully under their control to help them understand their numbers, which they can access at any moment. The best part is that the tool ended up simplifying the job of the accountant, which made her quite happy. So let's take a look at all the features in this finance tracker. When we access the finance page, we'll notice that there are two sections: the monthly finances panel and the accountant dashboard. Let's first take a look at the monthly section. This is where most of the magic happens. In order to start tracking the revenue and costs, you would have to first create a month by clicking on New and naming it. New. Let's name this month October. This will create a month object, which is a template that we designed. This template will allow us to upload the invoices and receipts for our income and expenses for a specific month. Let's imagine for October we had 2 invoices, which were charged $5,000 each. We would hover over the income section and create 2 new invoices and fill in the information. Let's name the first invoice Invoice 1. We will set the amount to $5,000. We will set the date for when this invoice was generated. Let's say it was today. And we will upload the actual invoice file. And finally, we set the category to client. Now we simply have to create another invoice and fill out the information for that invoice. So let's call this invoice 2. Let's say the amount was also 5,000. Let's say the date was yesterday. Upload the file, the actual invoice file. And we'll set the category to client as well. Let's imagine that in the same month we had some expenses, such as software costs. Let's head on over to the expenses section and add a new expense. We'll name it Invoice 1 and fill out the rest of the information. So, Invoice 1. Let's say the amount was 500. The invoice that we got from the software company. We'll set the date to the 1st. And we set the category to software. Now, if we head back to the main finances section, we will notice that our table displays the total income and the total cost for October by automatically summing the income and the expenses that we input into the system. It will also display the gross profit, also known as the profit before tax, by subtracting the total income by the costs. All of this gives the company a very simple yet organized overview of the monthly finances for the company. Additionally, the company requested we add a separate area to upload the bank statement for every month, which is sent over by the bank and is required by the accountant. We can upload this bank statement simply by clicking on it and selecting the file or files needed. So let's click on that. Let's upload the supposed bank statement. It is possible to continue building on the system by adding tax calculations with custom formulas and much more. However, the company and their accountant were happy with this simple system. All that's left is the accountant dashboard. This is where the accountant can view all the invoices and download them as a CSV for their accounting software. Let's select the All View. This is where the accountant can view all the invoices and download them as a CSV for their accounting software. The invoices are all sorted by date and can also be filtered by this month, this quarter, and this year. If the accountant wants to export the invoices as a CSV file in any of these views, all they simply have to do is click on the 3-dot menu. So let's go on to this quarter. Click on the 3-dot menu, then click on Export. Make sure the export format is marked down in CSV, and make sure that the include databases is set to current view. Then simply hit Export and save it in a specific location. We'll save this as invoices demo. Since this is a CSV file, the accountant can then open the file either in Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets and change it as they see fit before uploading it to their accounting software. Let's take a look and open the file we exported through Google Sheets. So we click on the file, make sure we open this with Google Sheets. As you can see, all the invoices from this quarter are available on the file. Now it's up to the accountant to edit and remove whatever they don't need. For example, the created by, last edited, etc., etc. This can all be removed. Once they have finished editing the file as they see fit, they can then upload it to their custom accounting software. That's pretty much it for this system. If you'd like something similar, feel free to reach out and book a call.